position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
Oh, he's got the snake. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On the move, he fires. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
With jet sweep pass. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion, across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johns. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Here come the Irish back on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys guys to block your guys. Boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been open.
Scores on the sneak.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Johns. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They kick it away on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The give to the lone running back. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Sends it back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame will get things started with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The play action fake. Dances away. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll run for it on third and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Forced out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Green. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lead. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the court.
Trying to take it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Fighting off the defender. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
To throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. throws to the tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Washington, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they failed to hook up on third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Carr. Under fire. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
Part of the backfield, it's Moffitt. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Washington sends out the punt team. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is a designed run. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't